Hello there, everybody. Welcome to another walk and talk. Nah, scratch that. This time it's a sit and talk with me, with David, the German one. And yeah, this time I have thoughts about Arsenal and about how a huge portion of their fan base is trying to make it look like almost they're underdogs in the Premier League title race, which, in my opinion, is I don't get that at all because I think they had an incredible transfer market, had an incredible team already, an incredibly physical team, and now added bodies to that. Finally, added a striker, replaced Partey with Zubimendi. Oh, sorry. Zubimendi is basically the Xhaka replacement. Christian Norgard from Brentford is basically the party replacement. So they replaced those bodies. They bought in a young guy with Christian Mosquera. Yeah, backup goalkeeper. Not that important, but they brought in Kepa from Chelsea for 5.8 million euros. By the way, everything that I will tell you guys will be in euros because I don't do that pound stuff. And yeah, transfer market for me shows the euro stuff. Uh, and yeah, transfer market is the closest to that. So that's what I'm gonna use for this. Brought in a striker in Gyökeres, a new winger, Noni Madueke from Chelsea for a bit of too much money, but in the end, like they need the depth, and the fans were crying about winger depth. Now the question is, will Madueke be a backup to Saka? Will be he the starter on the left side? Will Manieri be by incredible talent? Will he be the backup to Saka, or will he be the backup as a 10? Because that's what a lot of fans also want, a 10 to rival Martin Odegaard, because like his performances last season were up and down. Some say it was due to injuries. I say every player is granted a bad phase, even if you're the captain of Arsenal. So there's no need to trash on him. But yeah, you need a competent backup. And Maneri has the skill for that. The question is like, does he have the physicality to be able to play in that midfield? Yeah. Before I go even deeper into that, people, if you like these style of videos, like and subscribe, please. Leave a comment because I always love the debates and the discussion in the comments. So yeah, feel free to like it. Yeah, participate. Give us your comments. Like, subscribe, share if you like this content. And yeah, you can even join the Discord. There's the QR code for it. The links will be in the description down below as well. We debate a lot about overall football there as well. At least I'm trying to get that into the community, because so far it has been Italian, especially Juventus-based fan base, and we are trying to reach now the overall football football world as well, man. Because I watch almost every Premier League game, almost every Bundesliga game, a lot of La Liga. So we don't discriminate leagues, man. We are open to everything here, and yeah, this is what I want to establish. So yeah, feel free to join us for some fun debates as well. Yeah. So the current lineup would be for Arsenal: David Raya at goal, like still undisputed, right? He had a couple of mistakes in the preseason tour, especially one costly against Tottenham, but in the end, it's preseason. Nobody cares about that. David Raya in his prime should be the undisputed starter, because a couple of guys of Arsenal fans are saying already, yeah, we need a proper goalkeeper to rival him. So if he stinks up the joint, we have someone in the books and ready there to take the torch off him, basically. But No, man, like he is the starter. Don't worry. Like he will get on top of things. Like he was one of the best goalkeepers last season, maybe the best goalkeeper last season, because like Alisson was injured for it a lot, so he doesn't have the sample size. But Rea was the best goalkeeper last season. He is undisputed number one, in my opinion. Central defense of Gabriel and Saliba, still my opinion, even though I like Liverpool guys. The best center back duo, because couple of times you see Konate and Van Dijk caught out, but maybe that's also down to a bit of a high line. But so far, like Gabriel and Saliba seem the more stable one, and those are the top two central defenses in my opinion. But yeah, they're very good setup there. Miles Lewis Skelly on the left side, incredible talent as well, man. 18 years old, breakthrough season last year. Him and Nwaneri. So he will be the starting left back, depending on whatever Calafiori will do, right? And they have Zinchenko on the books as well. Timber on the right side had an incredible season as well, bounced back from his ACL injury. Like, thankfully, he's an incredible defender. He's also a very nice pull going forward, but overall, like physicality, like you can't pass that defense if you don't put like pressure on them and forcing them into errors, pressing them high and all of that. If you let Arsenal have the ball for the whole game and their like defensive line is pushing forward and they're pressing you into your own box, like there's no way to pass them. Like you have to catch them out, you have to be aggressive, and that's how you beat this Arsenal team. And yeah, Timber and Ben White on the right side, that's an incredible duo, right? Like both learned center backs, both a decent pull going forward, but not too much like they're not risking it, right? And that suits them good enough. And then Zubimendi, such an incredible like holding midfielder. He is Rodri-esque with how you saw it in the World Cup, sorry, in the Euros as well last year. He controls the pace. He is very sure on his short and even some incredible long passes. Like he will be the binding piece in between defense, midfield, even the wingers. Like he distributes the ball incredibly well, and he is a terrier on the pitch. He is everywhere. Like he will give them defensive stability and also like a lot of offensive contribution. And Norgard is just a sure like he is there as a backup piece if he was ever needed, but incredibly stable defensively. There were a lot of fans saying, "Oh, he's 31 years old. Should we get a player like that?" Um, that is past his prime, but he is a very like sure pair of hands in that defensive midfield if you ever need that. Declan Rice can finally utilize like his full box to box play because he doesn't necessarily have to carry their ball playing attack and facilitate the ball because Zubimendi can do a lot of that now. And Declan Rice can finally utilize like he arriving late in the box, taking shots, using his offensive contribution a lot more because that's what he's like the best at, in my opinion. A very like box to box eight instead of having him just as a holding six, which he had to do a lot last season. And then they still have Merino on the books. Nobody knows if he will be an actual midfielder or a striker because like his positioning he is listed as a central midfielder. He played central midfield his whole career. He played six, he played 10, he tried everything at Dortmund, he did everything at Real Sociedad. And incredibly, like has a very good sniff for a goal. Like he scored. I sorry, I don't have the stats handy, but I guess I can look that up for a second. He had an incredible season last year as a striker after like Jesus got injured, and Havertz got injured as well, like in January, right? So that's not too bad. Like in the Premier League, he had last season 8 goals, 3 assists. For how crazy is that? For a guy that is just your backup or a backup striker. Like they just threw him in there and somehow it worked. So I found that interesting. So maybe he's an option for that as well, but maybe he can finally play the eighth position, be the backup to Declan Rice. Maybe that will help him. But in his prime years as well, very physical, sniff for goal, has a decent shot. He's very good in aerial duels. He scored a lot of headers. Like he will give them depth. That is, in my opinion, incredible. And then Martin Odegaard, still the 10 in the team. He is still dictating pace, in my opinion, very well. Very heavily involved in distributing the ball in that offensive line. And now with Gyökeres being there, that duo, in my opinion, will cook like it will work. And they still have Xhaka. Gyökeres will occupy, in my opinion, more defenders because he has that lethal striking ability that Havertz doesn't. Because, in my opinion, Havertz is a 10 or hybrid player that would work in a yeah two-man striker front or just plainly as a 10. Like that's what he is doing for Germany. If Musiala and Wirtz are fit, like he is playing in that, like centrally to them, while both of those guys play the half spaces, and in front of that they play an actual number 9, and that worked well for Germany in the last 2 years. So uh, yeah, like I think Mado Odegaard will be revived with Gyökeres as a striker. And yeah, the question is who his backup will be, because Arsenal evidently doesn't see Fabio Vieira as the one. They loaned him out to Porto. He returned, I believe, and now the question is like, will they sell him? Will they keep him as a backup? Will they make Nwaneri the backup to Odegaard? But so far, incredible team, right? Is there any excuse that they shouldn't be favorites as well with Liverpool? Because everybody's saying Liverpool, 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 and if Liverpool get Alexander Isak, they're the hands down or they're the overwhelming favorite. Arsenal with this team, and we haven't even talked about their wingers yet. Zaka, incredible anyways. Maybe the second best like right winger in the world right now, behind Mohamed Salah. That is incredible. Nwaneri as the backup. Madueke, we'll see if he'll be the backup to Zaka, or whether he'll start on the left side. And they still have Martinelli and Trossard. I know the Arsenal fans dislike both. They want Trossard as the backup or Martinelli as the backup and want a start ahead of them. But that's still good enough, in my opinion, like to be co-favorites for the Premier League. Like they didn't lose all their talent all of a sudden. It depends on how Arteta will play them. And Arteta like took their free roaming creative side. Like he completely like sucked that energy out of them. Pause. Um and made the machines cut in, take shot with the right foot, and no overlapping runs as well. Like I don't know. Somehow, sometimes Lewis Skelly did underlapping runs, but yeah, like they need something from the left side. Whether Arteta will finally be able to unlock Martinelli or Trossard, or get somebody else in, but that's good enough in my opinion. Then there's still Madueke, there's Reece Nelson as if he would stay, would be a backup, but I believe they would cash in on him as well. 16 million on the books. And yeah, now we're getting already to the strikers, right? Victor Gyökeres, Kai Havertz, and Gabriel Jesus. Jesus will still be out until, I don't know, November, December-ish, like still recovering from the ACL. I believe Kai Havertz suffered a little-ish injury in the preseason game versus Villarreal, but he'll be back, so it will be Gyökeres and Havertz as the strikers. Can tell me that that's not like Premier League contention, right? Like I mentioned all of this and all this team and the depth they have because I think the depth is better than Liverpool's. You can argue Liverpool has, dude. If you if you build the starting 11 of Arsenal and Liverpool, it will be like an incredible mix of both teams. Like, it's a crazy team. Like, they are co-favorites, in my opinion. There shouldn't be any excuse that Arsenal is not. They have an incredible team, incredible depth. Their depth is better than Liverpool right now because Liverpool has to rebuild a lot of that depth because they are selling a lot of players right now and rebuilding the squad basically. R- yeah, and I think this is an incredible Arsenal team, and they should be co-favorites. And there's no excuse in the world for Mikel Arteta. Like, if he can't utilize the squad and challenge at least and win some silverware along the way, like, Arsenal has to win something this season. There's no excuse if they don't. And yeah, that's basically my opinion, man. Don't underestimate them. Don't let them get away with their hiding behind Liverpool's transfers because Liverpool essentially replaced players as well. Rest in peace to Diogo Jota, but they had to replace him, right? They had to replace Luis Diaz. They had to replace Robertson or Tsimikas because Robertson is getting there up there in age. They brought in Kerkers for that. They had to replace Alexander Arnold, and now they have Frimpong on the right side. They lost Kwanzaa to Leverkusen, and they have to replace him as well. So they will be out for a centre back, or at least two, in my opinion, because Joe Gomez is injured all the time, and you need two backups for Van Dijk and Konate. Like, you don't want Van Dijk in this age, on his age where he is right now, to play every season, every single game. So yeah, like, Liverpool has some stuff to do. Honestly, Arsenal, the depth is incredible. The team is almost perfect, in my opinion. The only position they can add something would be on the left side, but that's luxury problems, man. But maybe you can even argue, if you're fighting for a title, there's no luxury problems. We need quality. Well, then get that quality in. But even with the squad, with Trossard and Martinelli on the left side, your team is incredible. And we'll see if the Eze links will lead to anything as a challenger for Martin Odegaard. But even as is right now, Odegaard and Ranieri, incredible 10 duo as well. Yeah, depending if you play Ranieri centrally. But yeah, this is my opinion, man. Arsenal needs to challenge. They need to win something. The squad is incredible. So don't let Arsenal fans, or the ones that are saying Liverpool is the favorite and overwhelming favorite at that, don't let them get away with that. This is an incredible team. They have to challenge. There's no excuse. They finally got their striker. They replaced the older players they let go, and they have incredible depth. So yeah, everybody, that's it. Like and subscribe again. Join the Discord. The links will be down there in the description. Join in the comments. Get us your opinion. Thanks a lot. And yeah, I'll keep coming with these videos.